Alright, Jack, Mizzy on Mac, HS on deck, no meds, my S bake off with gap. Yes, friends in the camp, but still.
Yo, Sarchi for bad of another reaction. And speaking on the topic of Sarchi, 1-4, got the 1-4 hoodie, Sydney's realist. I finally got the hoodie. I got it ages ago, but took ages to get it because Australia is literally the other side of the world. But staying on topic, today's video, you've seen the title. Drill producers deserve more credit. Without any further ado, let's just get into this video. So obviously you saw the other day, when I released my song, the diss track, and it was produced by 27JDT, and I put his name in the title. It took, I'd say, about what, like an extra 10 seconds to put his name in the title. It wasn't that complicated. I was typing the title of the song. I was like, you know what, let me just put the name of the title. But how many times do you actually see like the producer, their name in the title? Like there's some iconic drill songs, like off the top of my head, like Lowski, Hazard. I don't even know who produced that beat, and yet everyone can, like, you can quote lyrics from that song, but you can't even like tell someone who produced the song. Like, obviously there's some songs where you hear their tag at the start and you already know the tag. Like for example, Take That Risk, M1 on the beat, MK the plug, and also same with Nine and Ting, those two again. There's some beats where the moment the beat starts, even me, like I can recognize who it is. I don't need to hear the tag. Like on Ghosty beats, I know what his beats are like, but that's because of the work he's put in for me to get to a stage where I can recognize his type of beat just as much as I can recognize like Unknown T's voice or Lowski's voice or Mizzo Mac's voice. Like my whole point is producers are literally just as big, if not bigger, than some of the artists in drill itself. So I don't see why it's that hard to just credit them in video titles. I was talking to 27JDT and he was like, fam, it's really not that hard to just credit these people. So I've got some points here. Producers literally created the sound itself. Like when drill started with Sticks, It's Cracking, that was literally like a Chief Keef type of beat. Like anyone from the US could have rapped on that beat and no one would have batted an eyelid. Like that's their sound. But now you listen to songs like Kelvin's Coffin, for example, where the beat, like you can't imagine anyone from the US rapping on a beat like that. Or like even Take That Risk, for example, that was like 2017, so still got elements, but literally like Nine and Ting, for example, I can't name one US drill rapper that would rap on a beat like that. So to change the sound, obviously like there's elements of the lyrics now that are different from when it started. Like I was talking to some people, all this stuff about just mad stuff like putting a spliff, that was never what drill was in the first place. But obviously it's adapted, and it's rare that you'll hear a drill song from certain people without that kind of stuff getting mentioned. But as on the whole, in terms of when people say how UK drill, you're talking about the sound, and by the sound you mean like the beats. You're not talking about the lyrics. So from the beats to transition to what they used to be to now, there's only one type of person responsible for that. Those are the producers, those are the people making the beats. And yet half the time in song titles like Unknown T's Daily Doppy, R14 wasn't even credited in the title. Like luckily I recognize the tag, but there's loads of times where I don't recognize the tag because I don't know everyone. So it's not fair that those people, like without them there is no song. Without a producer there's no one to make the beat. The song doesn't exist, and yet their name isn't put in the title. Like they contribute just as much to the song as the artist, and yet half the time it's just accepted that they just don't get credited for it. Like I don't know, it's a bit weird. Anyway, I was talking to JDT about this. We said that rappers choose the beat, so if a song is bad, it's not the producer's fault because they were given a list of not a list but like a range of beats to pick. Yeah, so they chose the beat to rap on and then made a bad song from that beat. So you can't blame the beat because those lyrics could have been used on any beat of their choice. They must have had a range of choices, and yet they picked that beat and then they ruined the beat. And an example of this, ages ago when I was reacting to Australian drill at the start, when I first started reactions, like around this time last year, there was a song by Caps, Locks and NCU. I can't even remember what it was called, but it was horrible. And the point is that when I was reacting to that song, I was like, look, someone needs to revive this beat because this beat is so cold. That's not fair because this beat is rude and they've done this on it. But let's just hear out this next guy, Caps. And I know it's not the beat that's making this song bad because the moment I heard the beat, you hear the beat before you hear the lyrics.
Beats by Lucas.
Beat sounds evil. Yeah, so half the time in my reactions, I already know where the reaction's going within the first 10 seconds of the beat. If I like the beat, like again, I bring up Nine of Ting, that's one of my favorite beats ever. Let's Lurk, for example. I don't even know who produced that one because he was never credited in the title. But there's some songs, the moment you hear the beat, you're like, this looks like it's gonna be interesting. Yeah. So with this Caps NCU song, I was like, look, I know it's not the beat making this song bad, because this beat, the moment I heard it, I was like, look, this is gonna be a good song. And do you know what beat it was? Do you know, someone else made, eventually, it was crazy like that. I even said that, because I never normally say that. It was very crazy that I said, because I knew the beat was special, and I said, look, someone else, and I remember said, someone needs to revive this beat. You'll never guess who revived that beat and what song. Listen Up Part 2, SJ and Bando K themselves then rapped on that beat, and some people, I've seen some people saying that's Earth B's best ever song. So that just shows it's rarely the beat's fault, because with the right lyrics, you can make a very good song on any beat. It's just half the time, the lyrics of the song, sometimes they're just waffling, sometimes they're not really saying anything of note, they're not saying anything with meaning. So I'm just hearing the song, I'm like sometimes I just listen to songs because I like the beat. Fresh Home, for example, like with me, the reason that song meant a lot, shout out Limitless, because I remember Limit said something about there's some songs where they don't really mean too much, so you're only going to listen to it for like 1 or 2 weeks and then you'll never hear it again because it doesn't really mean anything to you. Like, the best music actually has meaning. So for me, one song that I can put on regardless of what mood I'm in and it will just flip my mood is Fresh Home by Unknown T, because that song, when I look at that song, it just takes me back to that time where I really thought one of my favorite rappers was gone. Like Nine of Ting, Turn. These are some of my favorite songs. Bop with Smoke, some of my very favorite songs. And I thought this guy was just gone for life. I was like, look, God, please do something about the situation. And then out of the blue, the guy's back. I'm seeing rumors he's back. And then he cancels all the rumors with Fresh Home. And to this day, like, in my opinion, that's probably the best song, the best drill song that I've heard this year. Like, in my opinion, easily my favorite. Like, and that song, the meaning behind it is that I thought it was gone, and then he came back and then dropped arguably his best song at the time. Like, obviously not his most successful. Homer and B is his most successful, but in terms of like me, like my favorite song, fam, that song's special and it meant a lot. And the beat definitely contributed, because when you're in a good mood and you're putting songs on your playlist, the beat is what hits you first. I already said this earlier, like 2 minutes ago. The beat hits you first. So when the beat starts playing on Spotify, if you've got playback, when the songs transition into one another, as the song's transitioning, you hear the beat. So immediately you recognize, you're like, and that gasses you. If the beat is dead, you're not gonna get gas. You're gonna be waiting for the lyrics to hit you, and then you'll get excited. Whereas the moment you hear a beat that you really like Take That Risk, for example, any song that's got a very recognizable beat, even I heard Digga D and KO, shout out BK on that beat, disgusting beat. And what's the other CP song? Do It Again. Like, there's just some songs, when the moment you hear the beat, you know it's going to be a good song, but sometimes the lyrics can let down a beat, like I've already said. Also, one thing that doesn't make sense, producers have to pay Link Up TV to use their beats in HB Freestyle. So imagine you've made a beat, you spent your time working on this beat, and you know it's a good beat, and then Link Up are like, yeah, that's a good beat, you know, I might have to use that. So they use that without your permission, and then they make you pay them for the beat, as if you're the one that sent it to them, when initially, in reality, they've taken it from you and are now asking for your money for something that you worked on, which makes no sense. Like, name one other industry where you have to pay for your own services, that you have to pay for someone else to use something that you've worked on. Like, it doesn't really make any, even just saying out loud, I can't phrase it properly because it makes no sense. Also, one other thing, some producers aren't respected here, they're just not taken in well, so they go over to the US. You literally saw Ghosty and 2TGs working on a whole tape together, Growth and Development. That was disgusting. That was disgusting. And some of my favorite songs from the US, from US Drill, now what's the song called? I think either Suburban Part 2 or No Suburban Part 2. I can't remember which one. There's one's by 2TGs, one's by Chef G. I can't remember which one's No and which one's just Suburban, but you get the point. I think Suburban Part 2. Like, the beat on that, if you put those lyrics on a different beat, does the song still slap? Does the song still slap? That's the thing, because there's some songs where you can look at it, Cat categorically on a different beat, it doesn't bang. Even Auntie by Crankface, that's another one. I saw in his snap yesterday and he was previewing it on a different beat and it just doesn't slap the same. I can't let this, it's not really the same. Like there's some songs, like even Ispot 3S, I don't know if Ispot's watching this because he watched the other one, but 3S, that's one of those beats, the moment it hits you, you know what song it is and the beat gasses you. So I think for producers to not even get credited in titles when half the time you'll gas over the song is because of their work, I don't really understand that, I can't lie. But yeah, honestly, I haven't really got too much to say. I just wanted to do this video because I'm passionate about drill. Like I can, if anyone told me to list, like if they name like 10 like very big songs, I'd be able to list the producers in all of them. Like Lightwork, it's not really that hard. If you know a song very well and you listen to it a lot, then the tag gets ingrained into your head. I was talking to Madra Beats, a fellow Ugandan, shout out Madra Beats if you're watching this, and he followed me on Twitter. I was like, fam, where have I heard this guy's tag before? Like, I know I've heard the tag, it's playing in my head, but I was texting him, I was like, fam, your tag is playing in my head, but I can't remember what song it is. He said, what song do you think of? I was like, I think it's one with Gotcha, but I can't remember which one. He said, fam, Match Day. I was like,
It's Madra Beats.
Mom, Money Every's making beats again.
Like another song where the beat, like that's one song, you know, that's probably the best example off the top of my head. The lyrics on Match Day, Headie One and RV, are disgusting, like categorically are disgusting, but the beat as well is very, very cold. And there's few songs where the beat and the lyrics are literally like perfect match for each other. They're actually matched in how much they bring to making the song overall good. But now that is one of them. So shout out Madra Beats if you're watching this. But overall, I just wanted to say that producers don't get enough credit. They deserve more credit because without producers, the scene doesn't exist. Like, the scene doesn't exist. I'm sorry, it's a fact, it doesn't. So shout out 27JDT, shout out any drill producers watching this. DM me on Twitter if you want me to promote you or anything. Send me beats. If I like the beats, then I'll put them on my feed. I'll just say, yeah, this is a good beat. Shout out to this guy. But otherwise, I've been Sarchi14. Thank you very much for watching. Leave a like, enjoy it, subscribe if you're new. I'll be back again soon.